Hey guys, welcome back to Temple of Sunshine on YouTube and templeofsunshine.com. I speak to you all about law of attraction, manifesting, Taoism and affirmations, and so much more regarding the self-development field. If you're into all that, if you're into this kind of positive and uplifting content, then please do subscribe to this channel because there's so much more amazing content coming in 2021. It is my goal this year and throughout my life to teach you all that life doesn't have to suck. It is so much easier than you imagine. And today's topic is that hard work can actually be easy. I can already see some of your faces being like, what do you mean? Or you maybe click this video out of pure skepticism. But I want to teach you some of the things that I have learned, which have meant that I no longer have to engage in hard, grueling work. That doesn't mean I don't work hard in the way that I don't push behind my goals and try and make things happen. That's not where I'm trying to get at today. But what I am trying to tell you is that it doesn't need to be hard. It doesn't need to feel terrible every time you put work in behind something that you either need to do or want to do for your goals, but you're putting it off. So let's get straight into the video. Let's not waste more time. All right, so what do I mean by hard work can be easy? Hard work can be easy work. I'm sure a lot of you have heard the term either from people at work or just people you admire in general that smart work is better than hard work. I want to delve into this through a spiritual perspective because I know a lot of people in society generally believe that smart work is just being more efficient or cutting corners when possible and not taking the long route round. Or, you know, just thinking of better ways where you can save time through long processes. That is not what I'm talking about today. Although those are very important and amazing things that you need to consider when you are embarking on a big project or you're trying to make your goals happen, I today want to talk to you about how we can make hard work feel like easy work. For those of you who are also business owners like me, or perhaps those of you who are at university and you've got a great workload on your plate and you need to get a lot of essays and assignments done, or perhaps those of you who work a highly stressful job, perhaps those of you who are still at school trying to get through, you know, your middle school, high school, secondary school years to get into the university you want to go to, you probably have a big workload. And this is all work that you know will get you somewhere at some point where you'll be enjoying the process then and there. And I want to tell you that that's probably one of the problems we have, that we're always thinking about the future when we're working hard. We're always thinking, if I put this work in now, it will pay off in the future. Now, this is a very good goal to have. Without the future, without goals in the future, without seeing a light at the end of the tunnel when you're struggling, it is very difficult to actually feel motivated to do anything. So I'm not telling you to stop believing that your future is going to be better if you do this hard work now. What I'm telling you is to enjoy the process today. That's what this video is about, is to enjoy the present moment, even if you're working really hard and it's very difficult. Now bear with me here, I'm going to pick this apart and we're really going to understand what I'm talking about. When I say hard work can be easy work, what I am referring to is working in flow, working in effortless flow with the ebbs and flows of your body and your mind and of course your spirit. And how this works is essentially this concept in Taoism called Wu Wei. It is action through non-action. For those of you who already are following my series called Becoming a Modern Taoist Sage, you'll know this concept that I'm talking about, but we're going to get even deeper into it today. So go check that playlist out if you haven't seen it already. Essentially what I'm trying to say to you is that human beings are capable of extreme hard work at 3 a.m. on the weekend or, you know, before a deadline. We are capable of extreme lengths of hard work. Something that you would maybe look at another person who is very committed to their goals and look at and be like, I couldn't do that. That's hard work. You know, I'm not capable of that. But there's times, I'm sure, in your life where you've been so engrossed in something, you've been so in the flow that you have achieved record levels of amazingness. This could be in a really inspired workout. This could be in a painting where you just really thought, oh, I feel like painting today, and you whacked out a whole painting in one day. This could be in the midst of an essay that you just got really into the flow with. Think about those times where you were completely in flow, and think about all the times where you forced yourself to work hard when you really didn't want to. And every second of it felt like grueling, difficult work. You probably stopped a million times to go on your phone or find any distraction possible to stop working. That's what I called working hard, and this is what I call easy hard work. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It is wu wei, it is the flow. When we allow ourselves to only take inspired action and work through inspiration and true devotion and passion towards what we're doing, hard work does not feel like hard work. I look back at my university years and I worked hard. Okay, I stayed at the library for sometimes 12 hours a day. I studied really hard. Back then I had a really negative outlook on myself and my intelligence. I thought that I wasn't very intelligent and I had to work 10 times harder than other students. But even in the midst of all that, when I would spend hours and hours at the library, I was in total flow. I was in awe of the subject that I was studying. I was in love with what I was doing. And because of that, the hard work never felt like hard work. After graduating, my mum was congratulating me, or people would speak to me about my uni experience, and I'd always say, it never felt like hard work to me. It never felt like hard work because I enjoyed every second of the struggle. It was a sweet struggle. Sometimes you'll see big celebrities and stars who have really made it in their field, and people ask them, oh, you've worked really hard to get here. And some, not all, will tell you, yeah, I worked hard, but it didn't feel like hard work because I love what I do. This really is the concept of the big quote that we all know, that is, when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Now, that's not always 100% accurate. It's not that if you love painting and you became a painter, you'd never have to work hard. What I'm saying is you can minimize the feeling of hard, tough work and make it feel easy, make it feel flowing. How you can allow these hard work sessions to flow is separating them out, for one, not expecting yourself to work hard 24/7, because that's not achievable. Flow states come in regular intervals when you enjoy what you do, but it's not 100% all the time. And that's because we are not capable of being in flow state all the time. The human body needs time away. Doesn't matter how much you love it, we need time away from that work towards whatever we're working on. So for example, I was in complete flow yesterday working on a new product for my business. I was feeling amazing about it. I'd been putting it off for a long time, and you know me, I really believe in the concept of I'm only going to do it when I feel inspired to do it. When the universe pushes me, when I feel inspired to take action, that's when I take action. So I started it yesterday and immediately I was in flow. I could spend hours, maybe even years planning this product, but yesterday things just came out of me. Things just planned themselves, and it was really easy because I was in flow. How was I in flow the second I sat down to do it? It's because I put it off until I felt inspired action to do it. I know I sound very repetitive saying this quite often in my videos, but I want to hammer in the point that work can be so easy if you allow yourself to be in flow when you do it. One of the main things here is doing what you love. If you're in a degree or a job that you really hate, it's got nothing to do with your passions, and you really couldn't care less about it, then I'm sorry to tell you, you're probably not going to get into flow state very often. It may happen once in a blue moon, but if you're not doing what you're interested in, it guarantees not being in flow state and having to work hard for probably the rest of your life. I'd say a lot of people are in the wrong career because they think it'll bring them money or stability for most of their life. They work absolutely so hard. They work so hard to prove to themselves that, no, this is what I want to do, or maybe prove to their seniors that they're worthy of a promotion, or maybe they have this idea in their head that you have to work hard to be successful, and to pay my mortgage, I have to work 16-hour days. Some people even have quite a chip on their shoulder about working hard because it is part of their personality. For them, their personality is, I'm a hard worker. But I want to remind you that, do you really think that when Vincent van Gogh was creating his gorgeous paintings, that would have been hard work? Do you look at that piece of artwork and think, nah, that didn't take hard work? No, you don't. But do you think that he picked up his paintbrush every day and was like, oh, here we go again. 8 more hours. It's really difficult to do this twilight sky. No, he didn't. He would have been in flow state. His hands would have been moving by themselves. The paintbrush would be guiding him. He would have been in flow state. And I'm going to assume, because he is one of the most successful painters of this world, he's one of the most talented people to have walked this earth. But we are no different to Vincent van Gogh. And I want you to really, really understand that. I know it's difficult because we're always taught that successful people are different to us. We're the regular people, and the Steve Jobs or the Vincent van Goghs of this world or the Florence Nightingales of this world are different to us. The difference is they did what they loved and they pursued what they loved, and that's why they achieved great success in what they loved. Their hard work to them probably didn't feel like hard work. It felt like flow state. Does that make sense? When I do these videos, it takes some passion to do it, right? I am naturally a good public speaker. And that's not me being like, oh, look at me, I have this great skill. No, because it's probably one of my very few skills out there. I really like public speaking and I love recording these videos. I don't even have to plan them. I don't even have to do a script, because whenever I sit down to do one, I'm in flow state. It comes out of me. The words leave my mouth before I even think about it. And to a lot of you, that sounds really scary. Oh my goodness, she's not planned it. How is it going to go well? How's she going to guarantee success? I promise you, when you sit down to do something and you're in flow state, it works by itself. I'm sure there's been a time that you've had a tight deadline and you sat down, all of a sudden 10 days worth of work was done in 4 hours. You would have been in flow state. You would have probably been in flow state out of fear of a deadline. But now imagine being in a flow state where you feel really good every day. Go find the passion you've always wanted to do. Maybe it's surfing. Maybe it's dog grooming. Maybe it is a different career, you know? Maybe it is something much smaller than you think. Getting in flow state more often allows us to do more hard work than we ever imagined. You'll see people who start up a side grind and it takes off in like 2-3 years and it becomes their full-time job. It takes so much hard work to make that happen. But to them, they're in such excitement and joy and ecstasy over what they've started that it no longer feels like hard work. I know I've repeated myself a lot of times in this video, but I am trying to get through repetition into your mind that when you're doing what you love, you're in flow state. I woke up this morning really excited to go back and work on the product again. And had I maybe forced myself to work on this product 2 weeks ago when I wasn't feeling it, or a month ago, and really forced myself to work hard, I wouldn't be in flow. I wouldn't be excited. I wouldn't be inspired. What I'm trying to tell you is that hard work can feel really, really easy. You are capable of such crazy, amazing, difficult things when you are inspired. Now, I understand that there's not been the hugest amount of structure to this video. It's been very much a chat. If you're really interested in this, maybe look up when athletes are beating world records. Though a lot of them will come out and say that I was in a flow. I was just in like a trance. I was being led by my legs while running, or, you know, my arms were rowing the oars themselves. You'll see a lot of athletes talk about this, and you can look up flow state in general and you'll see a gazillion examples. Take my word from this video that I'm not the only person telling you that flow state is the most efficient state to get things done. For me in my life, it's come to a point where it's flow state or nothing. I do not lift a finger until I feel inspired to do something. And you're probably thinking, God, she probably sits around for 8 hours, 9 hours a day doing nothing then. That's not true. I'm constantly doing something. I'm constantly busy, whether that's chores, whether that's tending to stuff in my job, whether that's working behind my business. I am always inspired in small little bursts throughout the day to go do something. What I'm not very good at though is sustaining that for a very lengthy period of time. I know that about myself, and I've learnt that through a lot of introspection and self-development. I know that I like to stay stimulated with several activities throughout the day, and that's what works the best for me. So knowing this information, I have learnt to break up my day and know that I will do this when I feel inspired. So when I do my to-do list in the morning, I say to myself, thank you that this is completed. And then I wait until I feel inspired to do that. So if it says on my list to do some yoga, I'll wait till I feel inspired to do it that day. And you're thinking, how do you know you're going to feel inspired to do it that day? 9 times out of 10, because I set my intention in the day that I'm going to do this, it will come. I set the intention out there that universe, please guide me to want to do this yoga, or to want to send these emails, or to work on my next product, or film a video. Guide me to do this. And it always comes. If you trust the universe, if you trust yourself being the key here, it comes. Try it out. Try it out on something that you know you can afford to perhaps not do immediately. Tell yourself, I would like to get this done. Please, universe, God, whatever you like to say, or higher self, nudge me when it's time to do it. And let me know how easy the hard work felt. I hope I have got this concept quite clear and concise when explaining it. If not, comment down below and I'm happy to answer any questions on this slightly confusing topic. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It helps me out so very much. Thank you for sitting through this chat. I hope you've learned so much. And if you have, then please forward this on to someone who may enjoy this video or learn from it as well. As always, see you next time. Lots of love.